So my Machinations assignment is done on Rocket League. Basically, what I did for my Machinations assignment is it starts with a game. So it starts with the source. It gives each team three players. So as you can see, each team has three players. Each player has their own percentage of receiving boost. So for example, from a source, it checks through a percentage. So 10% is based on the corner boosts, which give 100%, so it fills the meter completely. And then there's a 40% chance to receive 12 boosts, which are the little boost pads in the middle that you basically only get 12 boosts from, but you have a higher chance of getting because they're more frequently placed around the map. So once that's calculated, if you start with 33 boosts at the beginning of each game, so once it's done, you've drained 20, around 20 of that, let's say. And then if the boost is greater than, let's say, 85, you have around a good percent chance of scoring. And this is calculated for each player. So each player has their own percentage of calculating their own boost and their own percentage of scoring based on the same percentages. And once that's done, it calculates based on that fact if the team has scored a goal. If it does, it checks who has more, hence the greater than A or B. If it's greater than, it goes through and it ends the game. And then over here is basically the system for getting a rare item from a crate, or like in this case paying for like cosmetics or something. So it starts with the game win. It protects the percentage of getting a key after each game. I looked up the percentages for getting each item in each crate here. So these are actual drop rates that you would get in Rocket League. So it feeds it through to a percentage and it calculates based on that percentage how much of a chance you have of getting an item after the game or after the crate's opened. And then up here is another source for basically paying for keys that you can use to open crates. And then this is just an estimated value. For example, each key gives Psionics, which is the company that creates Rocket League, a certain percentage of the money. And then once it opens the crate, it feeds it through the percentage, and each, again, percentage is calculated here depending on what rarity of the item you have. And that's pretty much it. So run through it once. It's a little bit slow when it runs, so each team has three players, like I said. Up here, it calculates the goals. So for this player, they don't have over 85 boosts, hence they don't have a chance of scoring. If I go to the second player, they've just received 100 boosts, then they have a percentage of scoring and it checks. And then basically, once it's finished checking, the other team has more goals, hence though then the game is ended. And then over here, so if you see, it's been checking the keys if you've been opening crates. So one exotic crate, which is one of the rarer ones, and then down here would be the rare item you receive pretty much after every game win. Or for opening a crate when you use a key, that's pretty much the most common item you'll get. And that's pretty much all the systems I've used. So most of it's just chance based because in Rocket League it's very like physics based, so a lot of different things can happen. So you kind of just have to see how the game's going to play out and who eventually is going to score more goals.